Hey there. Let's see. Hope everything went well. Should be the case. Good morning, friends. Thanks for dropping by, saying hi. And that seems to be working. And it is 6:15, so we're going to get started with the mobility routine. There we are. Hey there, friends. So, thanks for dropping by, saying hi. For those of you who are watching, my name is Toby. I am 41 years old and I'm training to live an active, self-sufficient, and adventurous life. I do so by minding my sleep. I do so by minding what I eat, and I do so by showing up and doing a daily workout every day, actually for 30 minutes. And that's how I try to keep myself well, healthy, fit, and capable. So if that's something you're interested in, you've come to the right place. Box by myself. Greetings from Costa Rica. So today, box by yourself. Great stuff. Good stuff. And thanks for dropping by and saying hi. And I hope that you're doing all right today. And good stuff on the workout. I might go over to your channel and check it out. I appreciate you dropping by here and saying hi. The the point of this is that I would like to be fit, capable, and competent for life, not just now at 41, not at 51, not at 61, but at 71 and 81, and who knows, maybe even 91 as well. That's what I'm working towards. And the way I work towards that is that I am learning things about sleep, I'm learning things about food, learning things about movement and activity, learning things about connection and contributions to, friends, family, community. And I'm learning about mastery and about doing things that actually um, allow me to have a feeling of progress and learning throughout life. And there are many different ways in which to do that. I think it's important to talk about this and share my journey. So that's why I live stream what I do every morning, because I'm here every day anyway, working out. Might as well, start up a conversation with some people about health and fitness. So if that's something you're interested in, check out my channel, hit like, subscribe, and we can continue the conversation today, but maybe also in the future. And Chiguzi, hey, 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 wow. Good to hear from you again. Keep up the good work. Hey, Jacuzzi. Yeah, of course, I remember you. And I also recall that I haven't seen you in a while, but you were back, I think, like a month or two ago, weren't you? Or maybe it has been even longer, but I hope that you've been well, and I hope that life has been treating you well, and that you've been able to continue on your health and fitness journey. Also, if you are on one, or if you've just dropped by here and enjoyed the conversations we were having, then I hope that there are new and more conversations we can have. But wherever you are in the world, I hope that you are well and healthy. So overall, this health fitness thing, for me, it's been paying off. I feel that at 41, I have been fortunate enough to be able to go on such a journey, to be able to be able to work out every day, and to just be able to, share my, I guess, passion and insight for health and fitness with more and more people. But it's also good to stay humble and to keep in mind that despite all of the working out, when I show up for a judo class, for example, and we have the ground combat for 10 minutes at the end. That is quite a challenge and demanding of me physically, and we're going to keep trying to get to a point where that is also just, how should I put it, doable. And I'm sure that also has something to do with the fact that I'm up at 5 and that judo is at 8 in the evening. But nonetheless, I do think we need to be mindful of that working out with kettlebells and going for runs is one thing. Applying this is another altogether. Because when you're exerting physical strength for one, 2 minutes straight on another human being who is struggling against you and trying to move you in an opposite direction, that's where you really get to see also where your conditioning and strength comes from. But I think that's the insight there, right? Something like judo. You look at mastery first of all, yeah. So that we need to learn how to use our balance and strength, not just our balance and the momentum of the opponent, not just our strength. Because one, that's very tiring. Two, it's not always the most effective. It is a game. Give and take. And of trying to make sure that we are actually thinking rather than just using force. Is it Bob on saying, "Hi, glad you remember have to sleep very healthy. So you better go get that sleep. That sleep's important, and I appreciate you dropping by again. And be well for where you are and what you're doing. And I really appreciate you dropping by and saying hi and remembering me after such a long time. We're working on that mobility throughout the body. And of course, the hips play a central part in the mobility that we experience. coming up towards the end of the mobility routine. It's been more or less a quiet morning, contemplative morning. Maybe also because I'm somewhat tired from last night's judo lesson, and it's an early rise. But whatever the reason, it's good to have been up, to have done the different exercises. Designed to help work on full body mobility, movement, range of motion, and also fixing some tightness or things that aren't working well, specifically with exercises like these in my shoulder, which if you think about it, quite a lot of popping in the left shoulder. If you think about it, it's relatively important to have a good and solid grasp. Of what we're doing and why we're doing it. Slightly shorter session this morning. Shorter time frame. First of all, 30 seconds for every exercise. Also, just want to take it easy the day after such an intense evening workout. But still want to get up and move and start the day. And also, this obviously will help with some of the soreness that I might experience after such a workout. That's all I have for you today, friends. Thanks for dropping by, saying hi. Be well. Remember, this is about the way I feel, not about the way I look. I would like to feel fit, capable, and competent for whatever life throws at me. All right? And remember, we're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. This person we are today is going to get us to where we want to be tomorrow. It's a bit of kindness going to go a long way. And the only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work. I appreciate you dropping by in chat. Appreciate you saying hi in the channel. Drop by, like, subscribe, stay up to date, and hopefully we can continue the conversation about health, fitness, kettlebells, longevity. Take care, friends. Thanks for dropping by, for watching. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. And box by myself, good luck with the channel, and I might go check it out when I find a minute later today. Take care. And remember, friends, subscribe.